Mr. Peter, you are the curator of this exhibition presented by Peter Posch here in Albania. When you firstly decided to open this exhibition, what was your main idea to collect from the whole range of the works Mr. Posch have created during his artistic way to present here in Tirana?
So, the story went back for decades because it's a very personal side of the story that we knew each other from our boyhood, so the secondary school. So I knew his activity from the beginning up to now, and I wrote text about his works and so on. And I was invited by him and, of course, by the Albanian National Gallery to be the curator of this exhibition. And Peter Posch has a very nice collection. So the selection was very easy because there are different kind of themes, there are different kind of characters of posters. So we had to make a good selection, some kind of cross-section of his activity. So that was the main point. There are 63 pieces here in the exhibition, plus a gobelin, a French gobelin, which is, I suppose, a very unique phenomenon, because the original and the original poster and the French gobelin are seen together. So I really don't know such kind of thing. Of course, some paintings were sewn on a textile material, but never a poster. So it's a unique, interesting thing of this exhibition.
Talking about posters, we started to see them as a part of artistic way from Art Nouveau. But what do you think is the position of the posters in the arts in this moment, in this contemporary context?
Yes, I can say it's an old story. So in the 20th century and in the Hungarian art, it was a very exciting genre. From the turn of the century and the Art Nouveau, of course, quite many good Hungarian artists, mostly painters, designed posters. And there was a very strong period in the 1920s when the commercial kind of posters got a popularity. They use it as a commercial tool. And in after the World War II, this tendency became stronger again in Hungary. That means mostly the cultural posters had a great popularity. The exhibition, theater posters, film posters, sometimes book posters got a big importance. So in the late 60s and the 70s, so that time when Peter Posch's activity started as a professional, was a very good age. Today we call it golden ages. So he was one of these Hungarian poster artists. They had a very good group also. There is a poster just here, DOPP, that is 4 artists named Dudski, Dudski, Oros, Pincei and Posch. So they were a very good avant-garde team at the field of the poster art. And as the time go by, this activity turned to a political kind of posters after the changes of the system or just in the time. And there will be a new field in Hungary, the private commercial posters. For example, he had a really fantastic series of cheese merchant. And there is some 5 pieces or 6 pieces here, which shows this side of his activity.
And after, I made the same question to the artist Peter Bosch. After the fall of the Berlin Wall, have the posters changed in itself the concept of meaning?
Do you think so the political meaning? Yes, the 1990s were a very extremely exciting thing because the posters role and the openness which was in every kind of field of the social life or the life of the society. But the second half, from the second half of the 90s, or better to say in the 2000s, this kind of optimism run out. So he made a political theory after 2000, but it's not an official, in the meaning of political parties, kind of political posters, but he's a little bit sad and a little bit ironic opinion about the politics, so it's a different thing. And there is another thing, that in the 21st century, the commercial posters changed absolutely. So there are big, internationally designed posters, which are the same poster everywhere: Budapest, New York, Tirana, and so on. So this kind of artificial poster, which is, I can say, almost an autonomous kind of art, like fine art, went back to the museums or galleries. So it's very curious, because the genre grew from a commercial field, became autonomous, and goes to the museum. So that's happened.
But can posters art considered a commercial art? It's this something profitable that can be sold as a very good painting, for example?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. It's some kind of graphic art also. It's very close to the photography, which are also subjects of the art commerce. Anyway, it's a very democratic, more popular kind of art piece. So it's possible to collect, it's possible to only buy 1 or 2 pieces to decorate your space.
And finally, finishing this interview, how do you see the trend of the posters art? Do you see new artists trying to get into this field, or there are remaining only few, like Peter Bosch, who are really giving their time to this kind of art?
I suppose it's very important, because if the original aim changed, that the commercializing way are different, but the graphic design is a quite fundamental thing. So I suppose it will remain, change. For example, go on the internet, but this kind of visual effect has to know by the artist and by the audience, by the public as well. So I suppose it's very important.
I'd like to thank you very much for being here in Tirana and to give this interview. Dhe me këtë material të nderuar miq, kemi mbritur në fund të emisionit ton Chic edhe për ditën e sotme. Unë ju falenderoj të gjithëve që na ndoqët, ju rikujtoj që Chic ritransmetohet çdo të shtunë paradite në orën 10 ose ju si gjithmonë mund të vizitoni faqen tonë të internetit vizionplus.tv ose faqen tonë në Facebook Chic Plus. Ne bashkë do të ndajemi këtu. Natën e mirë.